Sean would totally obsess over us babies, as he called us. I never had a woman as crazy about me as Sean was. For some reason, Sean thought that if we got late, we'd do a bad show because it would weaken our knees. Even if Lydia was on the road with me, Sean would bang on the door and yell, "Remember, nobody gets late." "Get the fuck out of here," I'd yell back through the door. "Nothing is going to weaken my knees, you fucking fag." He was delusional if he thought that he could keep the four of us from getting late. When we bring groupies into the rooms, Sean would storm in there, screaming, "These guys need their sleep," and grab them by the hair and drag them out. We would warn the chicks and tell them that if he came in and threw them out, they should go sit in the lobby for an hour and then come back up again. Sometimes we'd try to hide the girls in the room, in the shower, under the bed, under the covers, under us, whatever, but Sean would throw the lights on and check every inch of the room. He was the pussy Gestapo. Besides a crazy road manager, we had a crew that would kill for us. Our original crew was Chris Griffin and Peter Moose, along with Sean. As we went along, we added Mick Campice, Paul Chavarria, Mike McCurl, Rick Monroe, and J.R. Smalling is the tour manager. J.R. was the man. He was a 6'4", 200-something-pound black guy from Brooklyn who wore a motorcycle jacket, blue jeans, motorcycle boots, and a gray bebop hat tilted to the side. You wouldn't want to fuck with J.R. But underneath that Marlon Brando exterior was a sweet, gentle man. When we arrived at the venue, J.R. would walk into the promoter's office and the first words out of his mouth were, "Hey, man. How's the drug situation? How's the women's situation?" He loved his pot. You'd go to his room and get a contact hot. After a gig he'd light up a doobie and down a bottle of NyQuil and lapse into a coma. Then we could do whatever we wanted because he'd be out for 12 hours. One time on the first tour we opened for Argent. They had a little Pakistani road manager who was a tight ass. He wouldn't let us sound check, and then he tried to pull the plug on our encore. J.R. just went over to this tiny guy, picked him up, locked him in an equipment case, and we finished our song. Of course, we also got booted off the Argent tour. What was great about J.R. was that he had the same attitude as we did. We were headliners even if we were the opening act. When J.R. walked into a room, people jumped. If there was a problem, J.R. would find a solution. Every place we played, there was a local fire chief on hand because of all our pyro. And if the chief needed to get grease so we could blow our shit up, that would happen. We had a biker gang from Detroit named the Renegades who drove our trailers. Guys like Hot Sand, Football, Muskrat, and Cheeseburger. They were hardcore bikers, guys with shotguns who did damaging things to people who crossed them. No one fucked with us when they were around. It was more like, kisses coming to town, hide your daughters. We never had to worry about our backs with guys like this around. But we did worry about playing. Each one of us would get nervous before a show, but we each let it out in